Hi, I'm Chelsi Stratton from Chelsi Stratton Designs, and today we're here in my sewing studio, and we are going to be featuring my Happy Days quilts in this video because the Happy Days pre-cuts have finally shipped, and I'm so excited to share these quilts with you because they are all pre-cut friendly. So let's get started. Okay, so the first quilt that I want to share with you today is called Botanical Garden, and I really love this quilt because it uses one of my very favorite pre-cuts, a layer cake. You have 10-inch by 10-inch squares, and it's so perfect for this quilt. You will need a little bit of yardage for the leaves and stems on this quilt, but it's a lot of fun. I really wanted to design a flower quilt, and I thought this was a fun twist on it. So a lot of fun to make, and one of my favorite things about it is that I used this large floral for the border, and it just gives it kind of something extra to the border. I love those large florals. And this was actually pieced by my mom, Sherry from A Quilting Life, and just a lot of fun to make. Layer cakes are super fun to use. No ironing beforehand, they're ready to go, and I hope you enjoy this quilt as much as I did. Okay, so this next quilt that I'm going to be sharing with you, you may have seen before. It is all American, and I actually had previously made this quilt using our Harper's Garden collection, but I just knew that I needed to remake it in our Happy Days collection too, with all of the fun reds, whites, and blues and grays that came with this collection. So I decided to remake this quilt in Happy Days. It is fat quarter friendly. It's so much fun to make. There's 4 different blocks in this quilt. They're all beginner confident friendly, so nothing too crazy there. You have these fun strip blocks and patchwork blocks and a couple of variations of stars in this quilt. I really love this one. It's a lot of fun to make, and my quilter Marion did some fun wavy lines on it, and just a lot of fun, perfect for the 4th of July, for anything patriotic, and it's just a lot of fun to make, and I hope you enjoy making it as well. This next quilt that I'm going to be sharing with you is one of my favorites. It's called Origami, and I love this one so much because it is a bigger block quilt. Sometimes I just really need to change it up and sew bigger blocks. So there's only 16 blocks, and they're bigger, and it makes a really decent sized quilt. This quilt is fat quarter friendly and is able to show off all of the fun prints and colors in Happy Days. And something I really love that I did is we have this really fun low volume print, this floral low volume, and it's not too busy, and so it makes the perfect sashing and border for your quilt. So it's not too much and it's not overpowering, and we have some fun prints just like that in our Happy Days collection. This one's just so much fun to make, and I hope you enjoy making it as well. So the last quilt that I want to share with you from my Happy Days collection is one of my favorites as well. It is a row quilt called Land I Love, and I love this one so much. It's fat 8th friendly, and we have a couple variations of stars in this quilt. Some of my very favorite blocks are log cabin blocks, and we have some fun houses and flags and clouds. And what's really cool about this one is if you wanted to just set a goal to make 1 row of blocks per month, after a few months you're going to have this quilt ready to go, ready to be quilted, and you can sew at an easy pace, and it's just something fun that you can put on your to-do list. Also, this quilt is smaller in size, as you may have noticed, and it's just perfect as a lap quilt to throw over your couch, to hang on a ladder, even hang on a wall that you have space for. So I really love this one, and I love the quilting that my quilter Marion did on this. And also just a couple more things. I often don't use a really bright, bold border, but some quilts just call for it, and this one was perfect for this bright red, large floral Happy Days border. And of course, my favorite pink stripe binding as well. So I hope you enjoyed all of these quilts with our Happy Days collection. Like I said, the precuts have shipped, and these are all precut friendly. They're so much fun to make. I hope you enjoy making them. We will link these quilts below, and I will also put the finishing sizes in that description as well for you. Thank you so much for joining me today in my sewing studio as I shared these Happy Days quilts, and thanks so much for stopping by.